What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Now, as you know, we had the Village Town meeting in which Tiffany Henyard was confronted by many of her adversaries. I'm going to give an example, a small clip of what some of them were saying.
Let me start by saying, Tiffany, you need an epiphany. And I'm going to break that down because I know you don't know what it means, but what I mean by that, a lot of people, when they do things, even myself, sometimes when you're going through the motions, you don't really understand the depth of what you're doing or maybe how wrong it is. But when you have that epiphany, then you say to yourself, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Or maybe I should have done this. Or maybe I should have said that. You don't do that. You double down on wrongness.
Now, of course, if you go to any meeting, if you go to any township meeting, this is not just in Dolton. What I want to give you now is Thornton Township. Okay? Thornton Township is different. Dolton's a part of Thornton Township, but this crowd is different. I want you to hear what they are saying about Tiffany Henyard.
What we're not going to do is we're not going to be homeless behind her raising our taxes.
And you said that you have good business skills, then you should take a look at the budget again.
You are a public servant. You serve us.
Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard is also the mayor of Dolton. She is the focus of a wide-ranging FBI investigation. She's also being sued by several Dolton employees, current and former. Residents say there are concerning issues with the township's spending and other areas of township government.
There are so many red flags.
People are just so tired of this whole situation with the not being transparent. And for Dolton, I can speak for Dolton, we don't know what's going on with our money at all.
So you would think with somebody saying these things about you, that you would look and say, maybe it's me. Maybe it's something that I'm doing. Because to be honest, that's how I would look at it. You know, I've been in situations in the business, in the private sector, even relationships with women. And I'm like, you know what, damn, bro, I could have handled that differently. Somebody told me about myself. And you know what? I could have handled that differently. And I didn't handle it differently. And I should have handled it differently. So you know what? Wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change that because yeah, I know I can make mistakes. I have human error. So I'm going to change that about me and try to see what I can do to improve myself. All of us, I'm going to tell you, if you don't do that, you're never going to grow. I want to tell you right now, if you don't do that as a black man, you're never going to grow, or a black woman, you're never going to grow. Let me tell you why the black community has a problem with development. We have too many people that refuse to be introspective with their behavior, okay? And some of us are so stuck in our silly, dusty ways. I'm gonna just call it like it is. We can't grow because we feel like we know everything and everybody is against us, and so everybody else is wrong, but not us. We have too many self-righteous people in the community. When you see communities are thriving, we have a lot of self-righteousness in the community. I'll give you an example. Look at Dr. Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson can do no wrong. Black pastors can do no wrong. Everybody believes that they are right, when that cannot be the truth. But I want you to hear Tiffany Henyard. After hearing these people talk about her in that way, discuss her in that way, listen to how she responds to them.
Dolton, and I don't want to do nothing but see the best things for my village. It saddens me that every time it's a disagreement amongst anyone here, we call media. It also saddens me that the media only come out for a mess. I get it. Y'all using me for clickbait and ratings. I wish you guys will come out for the good we do in our community. It's tons of events that I post, that I advocate for, and that I showcase, because y'all literally go on my Facebook page, my Instagram page, my Tiffany on the Move podcast page, and you take my clips and use it to bring people into your stations. I think now you guys owe me a check, news, because you use my likeness and my name just for views. Please showcase the good in our village, because you're putting a black eye on our community. You're putting people, guys, you out of order.
All right, you're out of order.
You're out of order.
One more
Just like
disruption, I am clearing the room.
Thank you. Yes, he will.
Yep.
So just like you guys was quiet and I was quiet when everybody spoke, y'all give me the same respect to be heard. Just because some people may not like what I'm saying don't mean others don't like what I'm saying. It's a lot of people that support Super Mayor, believe it or not. And I just need them to hear another narrative and not just the false negative narrative that's put out there by the Board of Trustees, the 4, and also the media, and then the hate groups. And what you don't understand or fail to realize is people that live in our community that's being affected by the nonsense, the negativity. The people are getting threats from our staff to regular residents, and you don't understand the chaos that you created by just wanting to showboat or want 5 minutes of fame on the news. Shame on you. You and God have to deal with that later on in life. But anyway, as I was stating, I really want you guys to see what Dolton could be, what Dolton should have been a long time ago. People put out their narratives, and yes, we're going to entertain a lot of it as it relates to the facts, because you guys are following fiction, a made-up story. It is a smear campaign going on right now. People are using different people for political gain, and it's sad, but I don't want anybody that's young like me to be discouraged. Run for office. Public office is something that's needed and something that the youth need to take a stance and do. Do not be discouraged. I want you to continue to run because I want you to see what it looks like when you go through controversy, but when you come out on the other end and you're victorious. Because when the dust clear, and it will clear, you're going to see the facts and what it really was, but not what they was telling you, which was lies. Everybody should know that media is deception. People sell you what they want you to believe at that moment. I got clips and all kinds of stuff people send me, believe it or not. I'm making a video for you so you can see what I mean about the news. It's a ton of things going on in the world. We should really be focusing on that and banding together. I'm about unity. That's why you see me always positive, head held high, and always walking in my purpose. God gave me the opportunity to be the first, but unfortunately, when you're the first, you get the worst. You get all the negatives. You get all the things that people think you should do, but what you are doing is what get overshadowed. As it relates to.
Now, you guys have heard it. This is a woman that is so unintelligent. She wants to blame the media. She's talking about, what about all the good things that we're doing in Dolton? Why don't y'all talk about the good things? You guys are troublemakers. You're only focusing on the bad things. And you know, I really want to talk about that because I was working with somebody on a project just a few months ago. And of course, this person is not as bad as Tiffany Henyard, but I was talking about some of the problems that this person had in this particular business. Big business was making a lot of money here in Africa. But the professionalism was not up to par. And unfortunately, this is a problem we face in the black world. We face it here on the continent. We face it in Black America. I don't know what it is about being a professional in blacks in business, but we have that problem. So I was telling a person, you guys don't keep your word, and the execution of what you're asking people to do is not there. So it's never going to occur. The project is never going to develop because you have a lack of execution, and that's your whole. Want to know what the lady told me? The lady told me, why are you so focused on the bad things? What about the good things that we're doing? And I sat there and I was taken aback. I was like, what? I was like, first of all, you're talking to me about why the thing can't go forward. Now, let me just say this. Is there some things that Tiffany Henyard probably has done in the village of Dolton that could be seen as positive? It is quite possibly so. Now, is it possible that Tiffany Henyard has done some things correctly? Possibly so, especially when we're dealing with those who are seniors. Obviously, she has fans. They believe that, things are going well. Some people feel like she's the best mayor ever. Fine. Let's say she has those accolades. Here's what we're not talking about, though. And we're not talking about the fact that we're not discussing the good things that she does. We're talking about the bad things that she does, okay? And when everybody is looking at trying to grow, it's good that you're doing nice things, but what are you talking about that you're not doing? Let me give you an example. I pay for YouTube coaching sometimes. We don't look at what I'm doing so well, okay? I'm not there to hear that. I'm there to hear what I'm not doing. How can I improve a weakness? What am I messing up on, okay? And That's where I'm gonna grow to be better than where I am now. But Tiffany Henyard don't want to do that. She wants to blame everybody else. And I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If you ever meet people like this, you better run. Run now, okay? It is best to run. It is best to run fast. It is best to get away from somebody who is that crazy, because you're always gonna have problems with them, and you need to know it. You're gonna continuously have problems with them. They are never going to deliver anything at all for you but heartache and pain. And as long as you know that this is what you're going to get, you need to understand, stay away. Stay away while the blood is still running warm in your veins. This people is going to give you a whole bunch of problems. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with the episode of Let's Celebrate Junk. Producer for all you do, subscribe the bell. We're out.